All right, fellas, welcome back. It is day 7 of the transformation bulk. It's another rest day, which means we're doing more meal prep for the week. Essentially, and I didn't plan it to be this way, but essentially my rest days are now cooking prep days where I cook food. This one's gonna be a little bit of a bigger one because I gotta cook food for the next 4 days. So I got 2 meals. All right, it's gonna be a marry me crockpot chicken, which I need to get started pretty soon here because it's like 5, almost 6, and I kind of want to go to bed and wake up at 4. Even though I don't go to work tomorrow because it's a holiday, I want to beat the people to the gym. Yeah. So the other thing is some steak that I'm going to be making, and I'm going to be trying to use this weird grill thing. I can't make the marry me chicken yet because I'm waiting on my wife to get back from the store with heavy cream. So I'm gonna start on the steak. Anyway, it's not like the price per pound is that bad. It's just usually they don't sell the top sirloin in small packs. It's usually like 40, 50 bucks, which I just can't really justify spending. But this was $32 for 4.5 pounds of steak, which is gonna be like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna cook 2 of them, so that's roughly 4 meals this week. But they say you should season your steak and then let it sit for about 30 minutes. And I gotta let this warm up for 10 minutes. So I think in my head, this is working the way I need it to. Yeah, we're gonna be using this 25% less sodium Montreal steak seasoning. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 blobs of steak. The rest of these I'll freeze, and that will be meals for either next week or the week after. I don't know. I feel like next week I'll probably do some fish. These are thick though. Oh God, they're gonna be a pain to cook. That's fine. Maybe we should put some oil. Maybe we should oil it up too. Pause. So I'm gonna let that sit. And then this got to heat up for like 10 minutes. I don't even have it plugged in, I think. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Power, max, grill, max. I don't know, it says heat it up at max, so that's what we're gonna do. My chicken thighs are still a little cold, but I have to sear them before putting them in the crock pot, and so I'm hoping that kind of speeds up the cooking process, because I do plan on getting up at 4 tomorrow, which means I really want to be going to bed by 9, so I can get like 6-ish hours of sleep. Now I should be aiming for 7. Well, no, if I go to bed at 9, I get up at 4. That's 7, I believe. 7's my goal. Let me take my watch off. I have to disinfect that, but it's hard to get there. At the very least, 6 hours of sleep, so I think that's going to bed by 10. Anyway, so I'm hoping that, searing these bad boys on the stove first is going to allow me to kind of expedite the cooking process while they're in the crock pot and not get me salmonella and not make them overly dry. Those are the goals. Ideally, ooh, that's ready. Ideally, I would, if I want the chicken to be like not dry, I'd cook it slow for like 6-7 hours. However, I had work today. I didn't get off to I didn't get home till 1. Then I had to go to Costco. Then I had a meeting. So I'm now, I'm making do with what I have basically. Give it some extra color. I keep adding paprika to just about everything, but it just gives it that extra bit of color that makes it look extra good. So we're gonna add some paprika. Now, a couple notes about this week. Training wise, I felt stronger. Like having such a high surplus in calories, I really felt it, especially with that last leg day where I was doing the 315. 315, I'm telling you, has not moved that way on an RDL for a minute. So, I'm feeling stronger. I think the biggest issue is bloating. Because my body's used to a high protein diet. I always eat a high protein amount, but now I'm pushing it. This is a lot of protein I'm trying to get in. I think the most in one day this week has been like 270, and it, you know, the bloating, and then just the amount of time you spend eating is just crazy. On the bright side, I do get to eat ridiculous amounts of fast food, and it kind of fits into my macros pretty good. Now, macros aren't everything. I mean, you got other things that kind of act on the body. You know, inflammatory oils, for instance. That's something that kind of acts on the body. But look, man, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. If I'm already gonna live a shortened lifespan, most likely, why not? Live it to my fullest extent and see how possibly large I can be. You know, that's kind of my philosophy right now. Not a good one, I know. All that said and done, I do try to make some, good health decisions. Olive oil instead of vegetable oil, a bit of a healthier version. I try to get as much whole food as I can. I try not to eat out, but when I'm eating like 45 to 5,000 calories a day and I just, don't have time, fast food, man. Look, fast food is fast food. It's quick for a reason, and it's high calorie and, oh, I've never used you before. Oh, my knives are in the way. All right, look, this was a gift from someone. They were moving out and they were like, hey, do you guys want this? And my wife said, yeah, we'll take it. And I'm like, I don't know how to use this thing, man. We'll throw these things in. Oh. 10 minutes. That's what it says. I'll take it. We'll try it after 10 minutes. I'm going for a medium rare. If it's rare, I'll take it. I kind of like a little, I wouldn't be opposed to it still mooing. I've actually bought a decent quality steak this time, so if it's still mooing a bit, I'll take it. Plus, you know what? I'm microwaving. It's meal prep. So it's going to cook a little bit more in the microwave. So if I undercook it a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. It's not like chicken. Chicken I'm paranoid about. I'm not really that paranoid about steak. Speaking of, time to get to the chicken. No, I didn't. Oh. So, all right, I'll re-context. Now you hear a shit ton of fans going on. I don't know, dude. The fire alarm just started going off. And I'm like, there's not smoke going anywhere. And I had to stop the air fryer until the thing went off. So now my steak may not be cooked the way I want it to be. But whatever. We're just freeballing it. I have this fan going. We got 2 doors going. My air fryer, well, okay, I have an air purifier. And my air purifier didn't even turn red. So I'm like, I don't know. It's been smokier in here.
Do you smell it though? Because I smell it in the room.
What? The steak? I smell it now.
Not steak, but like burning.
What?
I smell it in the room.
I don't think anything.
So I didn't know if it was coming from downstairs. I couldn't hear.
Bro, I don't think it.
There's no smoke.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. That's cool. But hey, you know what? I learned something new. My smoke alarms work. Maybe. Questionably. That stressed me out, dog. Ah. My steak's gonna be all wonky cooked now because it's having to reheat. My timer's off. So I'm gonna have to... Oh, my door just magically shut. So that's cool. Chase, go fix that. She's my stand. Her job is making sure that I don't set those damn alarms off again. But of course, like, I stopped recording to get the air fryer out because I'm like, oh, that's gonna be redundant footage. I don't feel like cutting that out later. And I just wanted to cook steak. Every time I cook steak, something catches on fire. All right, well, the grill finally got back up to temperature, but the steaks are looking pretty good. They look pretty good, as long as it doesn't cause my smoke alarm to go off. Anyway, I got a nice color going on these chicken doohickeys. I'm just gonna throw them in the pot and do the next 4. Every time I record a cooking video, it's hectic. I don't know why. Every time. The first time, I don't know what was going on. Dude, these are not normal cooking videos. I'm telling you what. I'm afraid to open it while it's going. Okay. Okay, guys. We're gonna take a look at the temperature. It hissed at me, and like college, I did not like it. Context, I got hissed at while I was at college. I didn't even say anything to the person. I just walked by and I'm like, okay. This is supposed to be an indoor grill, and it's setting off my alarms. Ninja, get your I'm sure it's not Mr. Ninja's fault, but I'm just saying, I don't want to have to go outside. See, that's the point. I didn't want to do it on the stove, like in a cast iron, because the last time I did it in a cast iron, it almost set the alarms off. This time I do it in an indoor grill that is closed, and it set the alarms off. So I think I just kind of have to put up with it setting off the alarms. I forgot to take you out. No. Oh no. Bend over, going in. Oh, you're getting hard. Ooh, I think I overcooked you. Oh. Stop going up, you're done. Oh. I overcooked one. I forgot. So there's an actual recipe I'm following, and there's ingredients and amounts and whatnot. I'm just gonna say F it and throw what I want in there, because I've seen enough Gordon Ramsay. I've watched plenty of episodes of Kitchen Nightmares, and feel like that qualifies me to make these rash decisions. And then I need chicken broth. The one that's in my fridge is like 2 weeks old, so switching up. Got this unsalted chicken stock, chicken broth, chicken stock. I think it's the same thing. I don't know what the difference is, so I'm just gonna say it's the same. So I need half a cup of this. Give it a little shake. Here's a little tip for you guys. You ready for this? Physics. Pour it this way. Up, and it's up, and it's. Well, what I was gonna try to say is it reduces the risk of making a mess, and then I pour it on the floor. That's fine. Beep. Oh, trying to deglaze it here. Well, I'm sure chicken stock is great for use as a cleaning product. Sun-dried tomatoes. They're whole. Should they not be whole? Don't know. Throw. Smell pretty good. A little oil. So a third a cup. Do one more tomato. That sounds a little more oil. Use within 5 days of opening. Dude, what am I gonna do with the tomatoes? What do I do with tomatoes? I'm gonna end up wasting my tomatoes. Then I need a cup of creme. Dude, what do I do with the tomatoes? Do I break them up? I'm gonna break them up. You know, if I had an immersion blender, this would be an amazing time for it. Maybe I should have chopped them up before that. Maybe I should pour it into a blender. I'm not pouring something hot into a blender. It's already been chaotic enough. Creme. So I'm just gonna pour like... The tab broke. I just can't have a normal, like, chill cooking episode. Man, that's all I want to do. I just want to make my food so I can go to bed. Still don't know what to do with the tomatoes. They're just kind of floating here. You know, I'm sure if I let it simmer, maybe the juices of the tomato will embolden the flavor of the sauce. I don't know. So I've been letting this simmer a little bit. I think it's thickened up enough. I don't know if it's enough fluid, liquid, whatever you want to say, for the crock pot, but we're gonna pan over to my mess and pour the sauce over the chicken and cover and let it cook, finish cooking for like 3 hours. It might be enough. I don't know. I didn't really check the recipe to see how much chicken it was calling for. So, I might have used too much chicken. But it smells good. I forgot the Parmesan. Oh, dang it. I can fix it. It just ain't gonna be mixed in. I don't know how I forget the Parmesan. Nothing fancy. Just grated Parmesan. I'm gonna throw that in there. I have no clue, honestly, how much I just threw in there. And does that affect the macro tracking? Yes. Do I particularly care? No, because I'm on a bulk. So the extra calories, I know they're there. I'll probably say it was like a third a cup. I don't know.